Trump started this war with the aim of regime change. Iran's been a long-standing adversary to US and Israeli interests, and the feeling is mutual. The regime change was probably the primary objective, and hence the decapitation strike, the assassination of the leader. But this hasn't played out, I think, the way that the US thought. They thought it would probably be much simpler and much easier. The second main objective has been to stop Iran from developing a nuclear program. And that's the most, again, a long-standing existential threat that the US wanted to eliminate. And the third indirect objective has been to disrupt one of China's main energy supplies, because I think a lot of American policies seem through the prism of geostrategic rivalry with China. In terms of the escalation, although there was always risk of conflict, I think no one was expecting it to be quite so extensive and quite so sudden, and that the retaliation would be quite so broad. And I think that's why it came as a shock, because it wasn't just an Israel-Iran strike or a US-Iran strike. It's ended up being drone attacks across the entire Gulf region, dragging in Oman, Bahrain, the UAE, Dubai, everywhere. In terms of the leverage that Iran's got, it's those three things: asymmetric warfare, the ability to cause a lot of disruption with very cheap, low-cost military equipment; the economic disruption, that is the ACE card, be able to basically hold the world economy to ransom by keeping the Strait of Hormuz de facto shut and probably partially reopening to friendly shipping at some stage. That's going to have a knock-on effect, just like we had in 2022 with the kind of oil shock. And the third card they can play is that domestic oppression. So the domestic oppression is brutal, and there's no downside risk for the regime to keep this running. So that's what we kind of see as regards to the conflict. It is a tragedy for the region, and it's obviously creating, according to the IEA, the largest oil supply shock in history.